And yes, family, welcome back to Tjil Sessions here with us. But before we go any further with our playlist, you guys can see that we do have a very special guest with us today in studio. As you guys usually know, we do bring the creatives, the people behind the music and the work. We do bring them on the show. You know, just have a little bit of a chat with them and ask them, what's up? How was it working with these people? And how is everything? But I'll give her the chance to introduce herself and then we go from there. So yeah.
Let's go. Thank you. Thank you so much. My name is Ndeshi Way, the biggest way and the only way, baby. That is who I am.
The biggest way and the only way.
And the only
no
way.
other way.
No other way.
Yeah, so thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for
just for making
having me.
time to come here and talk a bit about your latest drop, your latest hit.
Yeah.
GINJAH. I'm saying it right?
100%.
GINJAH.
Some
Yeah,
more
but
energy, some GINJAH.
some GINJAH. Yeah, it's spelled very different, spelled in
Yes.
capital letters. So that's my first question. Why is it that when I'm going to see it on YouTube and other platforms, it's
Yeah.
spelled in capital letters? What's the reason behind that?
You know, it's a very good question, George, because I was thinking when I was submitting this song, I was just like, okay, should I spell this with a capital G and then lowercase I and G
and
A,
make it-
or just make it caps lock? I'm like, you know what? This song has energy, so it only makes sense to have it in
Caps.
all caps lock. So you can even like pronounce it, you know, with the energy,
that
GINJAH.
100%. I agree with you. The song really does have the energy and the vibe because I did
Thank
watch
you.
it. Yes, very nice music video. But before we go any further, let's first jump into from the start when you decided, cool, I want to make a song. Just give us the whole process.
Yeah.
Working with the other two guys that you had on the song and the recording process. Who was the producer? Just that.
All right. So this song was actually inspired by a trip. I went to Mozambique a couple years ago and the vibe was completely different to what I was used to. I come from a desert country, Namibia, and of course I crossed, you know, the continent to the eastern side, which is very tropical. It has a very, you know, coconut island vibe. And I was like, okay. So I, as an artist, of course, I was like, you know what, let me just go see what they have on the ground in terms of their music. And I really fell in love with what they call panza. So panza is an actual Mozambican genre. It has a little Afro feeling to it, has a little bit of pop feeling to it as well. And I was like, okay. And then I met the actual king of panza. He's the new school king called LU Beats. So LU Beats is actual producer and artist as well. So I got to know him in Mozambique and I'm like, you know what, I love your sound. Let's work on something. And then he heard my sound too and was like, Namibian energy. Let's fuse the two together. So we have a whole Afro beat kind of, you know, song together. So he produced it. And then of course I did direct here and there of what kind of stuff I'm looking for. I'm like, you know what, it must be something danceable. You know, I love to dance. So I was a dancer first before an actual singer. So I was like, you know what, make sure I can move to this song. And he really brought that vision to life. And then we got together in, of course, different studios. I did my recording here in Namibia and then he did his in Mozambique. And then we got an amazing saxophonist from Mozambique as well. His name is Prince Chone and he's all the way in the US. So we actually shot and recorded our vocals and our instruments in 3 different countries.
That is actually
Yes,
cool.
and then I had to actually find an editor here in Namibia who could actually just, you know, put
everything
the
together.
visuals together. And he really just brought my vision to life. And I'm really, really happy with working with all, you know, 4 different people, the editor, the producer, saxophonist. Amazing, I must say.
I see you gave us everything in once. You gave the whole story in once. But I was actually gonna give you the floor to dance, but not today. We'll leave that.
We'll do it
for
on
something.
stage.
We'll do it off next time. Don't worry. Yes, but before I let you go off stage and let you go out, I just have one last question.
Yeah.
If you have any project or maybe an EP coming out or a single or a new music video that you'd love to share with the people, the viewers that are watching, this is your chance to shine.
For sure. Like they always say, like, don't tell people your stuff
don't
yet.
tell your stuff
But
yet,
I'm excited for my work, you know, and this also helps me to stay accountable as well. So definitely we have an EP coming soon and also another feature with a Namibian artist. I call him the Ashake of Namibia and he's all the way from Rundu town. So I will leave it to you to guess exactly that
They
is.
should guess.
Yes.
But she's gonna tell me what you are done recording. But yes, so I'll give you a chance just to cue in your music video that's at number 3. So just tell the viewers that are watching that your song is next on our playlist.
Awesome. So I was just told right now that GINJAH is on number 3 of the Tjil Sessions playlist. That's amazing. Thank you all so much for checking it out and showing so much love. And of course, go out there and support Namibian music. And of course, we are taking Namibia all the way to the world, baby.
There we go. So let's check out the music video.
Nice.